Hey guys, this is Shubham Dev. Today I will explain the preprocessor directive that I didn't explain in the prior lecture, and here's a list that I will explain today, which is the has, if and define directive, has error directive, has line directive, has pragma severags, has pragma directive. Okay, so here's the definition of if and define directive. Okay, the definition is the has, if and define directive works just like a opposite to the has if defined directive. Okay, and I have been told you what is the use of if defined directive. Okay, so you can, this is a statement, you can easily learn it and easily read it, and now I will see you the example. So here I have example of if and defined directive. You can see that I am using here, wait please, I am using a defined macro, t as a macro, and here I am using t. Okay, so this condition is true because here whenever the controller will come on this expression, it will check that t is present as a macro. Of course it's present, so it it will not execute this statement because this condition is true, and I told you it works just like a opposite to the has if defined directive. Okay, so it will execute the statement of else because this condition is true. So let's run this program. Here you can see that this is line number 2. Okay, which is written down here. Okay, this condition is true till then it executing this part because of I'm using if has if and defined directive. Okay, so if I'm okay, so this time in this condition is false because I am using as here, and here I defined t in the macros. Okay, so let's run this program, and you can see that this is line number 1, which is written down here. Okay, in short you can say that if the condition is true, then it will not execute the if statement, and it will execute the part of the else statement. Okay, if the condition is false, then it will execute the part of if statement. Okay, which is written down here. Okay, so now I will tell you what is uh, has error directive. Okay, actually has error directive is useful for displaying the error message if the error is found. Okay, so here you can see that this is example of has error directive in which wait please, yeah, in which I define b and 1 as a macro, and whenever controller will come on under the block, it will check out that a is present as a macro. So this condition is not true. I mean, here I'm using not operator. Okay, and a is not present in the macro, so it will generate this message. Okay, and this message is macro a is not defined. So let's run this program, then I will tell you more deeply. Here you can see that this producing an error which says macro a is not defined. Okay, its mean is that whatever you will write whatever you will write here, it will display in the error message. Okay, here you can see that I'm checking that a is present as a macro and a is not present, so that's hence it executing this expression. Okay, so this is the concept of using has error directive. Okay, now I will tell you. Similarly, you can use the entire directives, and there's a lot of, and you can use with yourself. Okay, so I will tell you only the definition of these directive, like has line directive, has pragma severags, has pragma directive. So actually the has line directive is usual for renumbering the lines of the source code, means and the format is suppose I wanna use here has and here's the constant value, suppose any 4 line, and here's the will be the name of program, means suppose pragma dot c. Okay, so this is the concept, this is the format of using has line directive. Okay, so now please, yeah, Now I will tell you what is has pragma severags means. It assure that the a huge function whenever we use this directive before any function, so its mean is that that function or that a huge function will not modify the value of the register. Okay, and the register value are the smallest values, and so this is the reason that the huge function will not execute the not modify the value of uh, registers. Okay, not modify the value of register. And hash fragment active is actually it useful for set and reset the warning and error message that that generate during the compilation of program. Okay, so this is a simple definition of fragment active. Okay, so I have a list of fragment directives and I will tell you how it is useful actually. Okay, so wait please. Yeah, here is the concept of using has pragma directives, which is here is a warning. Here is I will tell you what is these word. I mean a minus a us. Okay, like this. And I have this is the table of which denote the concept of has pragma directive. Okay, so here is the name of has pragma and here is the words. Actually, suppose if we use this word after the pragma directive, so its mean is that it will on the warning and it will off the warnings. Okay, this is the concept and they are actually huge in amount. Okay, so I have a list lot of well place. Okay, so the here's a list of has fragment active which is written down here. Okay, and here's a statement and here's a word that we use. Okay, so you can easily understand this and see this. Actually these are rarely used in the C programming language. Okay, so nobody will ask you that go for it, I mean go and write the program using pragma directive. But if you are learning the programming language, so you must have the idea about these things. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you. And okay, so this was the concept of has pragma directive. So if you have any confusion, any problem related to video, so you can put on my channel. Okay, so thanks for watching my video. Keep learning and bye.